your hand. Tell me favorite quotes from the movie.
Dude, just keep swimming.
Dude, just keep swimming. Anything else?
Fish out, dude.
What?
Fish or not.
Fish. My favorite part of the movie, I will kind of walk around so y'all can see. I know it's kind of small. But. My bubbles. I think that guy is just hilarious. So, welcome to Bubble World, everybody. Today, you're going to make your own bubbles so that you can get very connected to them and say, my bubbles. Our style today is the self-check style. So what we're going to do is demonstrate for you how to make 3 different types of bubbles. You're going to first make one bubble to begin with, an unpoppable bubble, and then a bubble inside of a bubble inside of a bubble, etc., however far you want to take that. The purpose of this style is so that you can check yourself. You're not going to be working with a partner. It's very individualistic. So we're going to demonstrate how to do it, and then you're on your own, and we will be there to help you if you need help. We also have criteria sheets, and with that, you're going to teach yourself and work through some of your own problems and just learn how to adjust in your own way without leaning on someone else's help. So, Steph, take it away.
You are all going to receive an instruction sheet on how to make bubbles. It'll take you through all of the steps. Just make sure that you follow them closely, and because it's a self-assessing assignment, it'll kind of be like a trial and error thing. So you will just go through it and follow steps, and hopefully it'll work out like planned. So we are going to demonstrate really quick. You'll all get a sheet of paper, and you're going to fold it kind of like if you're going to make a telescope or an ice cream cone. So you want to make sure that the top part of the cone is small enough for you to put your finger over, or else your bubble will deflate and you'll be sad. So you do that, and then you will all get a piece of tape. So it'll pass out. Tape it off so that it stays, and then you're going to want to cut the bottom of the tube so that it's even, so you don't get this and pop your bubble. Nice. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to get a bowl and fill it with, I think I said like half a cup of water, and just kind of do it to your preference. And then you're going to take the little blue bear and put your dish soap in it. Just really load that sucker up. And make some soapy water. We have spoons for you. Spoons. Not your finger. At least it's clean. Oops, my bad. Okay, so once you get that, I hope this works. You're going to dip your cone. Okay. Yeah, and then you blow in the top, and it didn't work. So, might need more soap. This is where the trial and error comes in. You need to figure out how much soap you want to put in for the percentage of water. So try that. Right. Please work. No. Okay. It will work. I cannot tell you how many bubbles I've made in the past 2 nights.
One didn't last though.
Okay. Bear with us. Okay. Nope. Okay. Well, you're gonna try it. You're gonna test yourself. It will make a bubble, I promise you. And once you have the bubble, you're going to.
Wow. Why is this not working?
You sucked in before you
It worked last night.
Once you have your bubble, you're going to do kind of a cool little trick where you will take.
Aha!
Good. I'll put your finger over it.
You put your finger over the hole, dip the scissors in the soap. That's a very important step.
Very important. And then they should go right through.
Unpoppable bubble. Keep your bubble. Make sure it doesn't pop. Next step, you're going to blow a bubble inside of a bubble.
Side of a bubble. Good job, Margo.
If you want, you can pair up for this step, but try to do it yourself first.
Oh.
The trick there is to do it without
Yeah.
your initial bubble popping.
Yes, and then if your initial bubble does pop, you can transfer the inside bubble to the cone, and then you can do it again. It's really kind of cool. So, that's how you do it.
Try to keep
See, we
the
promised
mess on the table so if you guys can clear everything off. Afterwards, we're going to come in and clean up with paper towels and everything.
And we will pass out the supplies to you. So, go ahead and challenge yourself. See how many bubbles you can get inside of one big bubble, and see if you can even get it off the cone. That's really hard. I'll pop it in. So, go ahead and pass these around. Everyone, please. Might be way too dirty, but we'll find out. Then everyone hold their paper. Sorry if you don't like the color. Be kind and share with your neighbor. What are you doing? Oops, sorry. Does everyone have a pair of scissors? Yeah.
You can give Mars too, that on the table.
Everybody good?
Do you want to give them an instruction sheet?
Yeah, I don't know. That passes around. Matt, can you pass this?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh, can we get two?
Yes. Oh. Big one. We're going to do it element style on the table.
You guys are ready?
You get a big one too.
Is anyone ready for
Yes.
soap? Yes, you guys are ready? All right.
There's a lot, right? Thanks.
What did you observe from our demonstration? A lot. Okay. Anyone else ready for soap?
Yep.
Yes. There you go.
Or use a straw. Either way.
Spoon or straw to mix it around. These are my dishes. Soap. Soap.
Okay. With this kind of approach, you'll know whether you did it right or wrong, depending on if you follow the directions correctly. If your bubble is willing. Oh yeah.
Can I get a little more keep going? Can I have the whole bear?
The whole bear.
There, does anybody have an infrasound?
We'll be right back for you.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll be right
Let us
there.
know if you guys need more soap, because it's kind of a...
Can you have some of Fernando? He needs some soap. There you go. Oh, it looks like Garrison's got a bubble going in.
Nice.
Oh. Is that everything covered?
I think so.
Oh.
Just keep it here if anyone needs any more supplies or questions.
Woohoo! Nice.
Yes, buddy. Okay, so where's the scissors? Bigger.
If you've mastered all three, try to get as many bubbles inside of bubbles as possible.
Nice job.
Whoa.
Oh, that was good.
You gotta plug it.
Oh.
Good. Now remember, the bigger your bubble,
Oh.
the easier it pops.
Nice shrug
Really
back
cool,
down.
We're really good
Good
tape.
bubble. That was awesome.
Maybe smaller.
Oh, did you forget a step in the process?
Okay.
Oh.
Dang it.
Oh, dang it!
Did you
So that's like this big.
Oh.
That's like breathe through your nose.
Dang it.
Is that part of the plan to throw a bubble over your bowl?
Oh, cool.
That might happen.
10 points. Oh, nice job, Harrison.
Keep it away.
Who's gotten a bubble inside of their bubble? Oops.
I didn't
Me.
I have, but
Nice. Yeah, it'll move
It
to
will
the
move
outside.
to the
So.
outside.
Oh.
Oh, look at this one.
Oh, look, it's inside. Oh!
Very cool, guys.
That was so cool.
I'm so happy. Very cool.
Oh.
What?
So
disappointing when it pops.
That's it.
It's really cool.
Anyone
Oh my
having
God.
Any struggles?
so weird.
Bubble.
Oh, I
Oh
was trying to pop it.
You have to dip it in the soap first.
I know, but I thought this was still soapy.
Nice. Oh my gosh. That was awesome.
Humor.
We have about 3 minutes of practice time left, so see how many bubbles you can get in one if you've mastered all the way to that point.
Can you get some point of paper?
And if you get stuck, you have your sheet to go back to.
Mine.
Oh yeah.
On purpose.
Good. Good.
Good job, guys.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Ooh. Getting close to a winner. Oh, John's doing good too. Oh shoot. Oh. Ah, nice.
Oh.
Oh, looks like there's a different technique going with the mini cards.
Yeah, different people are doing different styles.
There's it. Ah. Ah.
How's it going, Fernando?
A lot of trying.
Well, trying. Harrison has a huge bubble.
You're going round now.
I'm trying to put bubbles in, but I keep on popping.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and
What step are you on? Are you on step 2?
challenge you.
Challenge 2? Okay.
Oh, wait, not again. This keeps happening.
What do you think keeps happening to your bubble?
Just do it there.
There you go.
Yeah, I need it still.
Right here.
Okay, well, I can't reach that. I'm still.
Wait, it already popped. Wow.
Damn.
That's good.
Wow, Fernando, way to go.
Nice.
Bubbles you got in there, man.
That's really good.
You're like this.
Impressive.
Okay, wait.
Transfer it.
Watch this.
Holy cow!
I'm gonna pass you this bubble, right?
Bubble transfer.
That was great.
I want to do that.
Okay, okay.
No idea.
Alright guys,
Yeah.
try your last bubble and then we're gonna ask you to put your
Blow a big
things
And then
at
just
the
do this
top
one.
of your table so we can explain some things to you. Last one, ready? Getting a big one over here. Anybody else trying
Nice
for
job.
the massive ones?
Thank you.
Oh no!
Excellent job, guys.
Somebody else finished.
Alright, so when you're finished, if you could push your things to the front of your table and take everything out of your hands, please.
Including bubbles.
Including bubbles. We're gonna grab paper towels and clean up, so you don't have to worry about that.
You know what's really
You guys did an excellent job with following the directions and trying all 3 different styles of bubbles, and looks like you all have lots of skill in bubble making because you all progressed to the multiple bubble stage. The purpose of this self-check style is so that you can self-evaluate your own person. You don't necessarily need the teacher. It focuses on the learner's abilities and not necessarily the teacher influencing them. The teacher's role, our role, was to provide the materials, the subject matter, and the criteria sheet, which is essential. And we also need to be prepared to answer questions and provide feedback. Yet our feedback isn't, try it this way. Our feedback was specifically, what step are you having trouble with? Can you identify where it is on your sheet that you are having issues with? The criteria sheet was supposed to be as well defined as possible, move from simple to complex. That's why we had the stages of bubbles, kind of from easiest to more complicated. And like the other previous styles, there's 3 steps or 3 phases, I guess: the pre-impact, the impact, and the post-impact. In the pre-impact, we made the decisions, we got together in the DC, we decided kind of what we wanted to teach about, how we were going to do it. The difference in this style is that the impact and post-impact interact together, because your impact was applying the criteria sheet to your actions, but the post-impact was, is it working? Did your bubble pop? That went from post-impact to impact. So then you tried it again, impact. Did it work? Post-impact. So those 2 last phases interact together. And what's also very important in this phase is verbal behavior of the teachers and making sure we use the correct vocabulary, the correct questions, and the correct feedback in order to help you help yourselves. That's kind of the end goal of this process, is helping the learner help themselves.
Great. Did anyone have any trouble with a certain step or have any
Questions
thoughts
about
on
the process
that? Do you
in
have any
general?
questions about
the
why
faith,
this works or
the style.
yeah.
I got a question. Did you guys look up any like YouTube videos when you're teaching this?
No, I got it off Disney.com.
Oh, okay.
The kids look really happy when they're doing it, so that'll be fun.
It had to work. The pictures were there.
It'd be kind of cool to see like, I don't know, I'm probably on YouTube, but see how many people can, how many bubbles you can get and
Yeah.
bubble.
Well, that's what we wanted to spark you guys' interest because we thought it was really cool and thought it was a fun activity and you can go and show friends this kind of tricks. So, yeah. Well, thank you.